What's up, y'all? This is Rashina. Listen, a U.S. major news outlet just called XRP the smartest crypto to buy right now. And listen, this is the Digital Collective, and we're going to break it down with you guys with some real world clarity, just like we do. This is your favorite crypto couple. And so, listen, USA Today published a piece, right? And it was originally published on Motley Fool and calling it the XRP, the smartest cryptocurrency to buy with $500 right now. But what does that really mean? What does that really mean? And why did the outlet even publish that? Like I said, we're going to break it all down, just the real and the facts, and why it's a big deal. So let's go ahead and get into it, Sean.
Well, USA Today, they came out. I guess they what's going on is they're noticing XRP is a game changer, and so they trying to put the word out there now. At first, they were trying to keep XRP quiet, and they didn't want nobody to know about XRP. Everybody was Bitcoin and Ethereum. So now they seeing that Ripple is getting all these different organizations under their belt. And now, I'm gonna say now, since they said about it, they want to open up a banking on July the 3rd. So now everybody's now paying attention to Ripple and XRP. Now, so for USA Today to post that says a lot to me because they don't post nothing negative. Yeah, negative. They not. So for them to do
Nothing
that,
without credibility, nothing without, they may post negative stuff, but without, they gonna do their research, I would think, just like we do our research. But just to reiterate, the article was published by Motley Fool on July 29th and then syndicated through USA Today between the 3rd and the 5th. And the article once again is called The Smartest Cryptocurrency to Buy with $500 right now. And the focus was XRP. And so the article, it highlighted XRP has real world use cases. Now, who been telling y'all that? Us too, right? Right, we've been telling y'all that, we've been sharing the utility, and we even showed you examples of how it's being used. Check out our arsenal of videos to see, y'all. And then it shows how it talked about how deeply involved in cross-border payments it is, and that it's gaining more clarity and support in U.S. regulation. And that get this one, y'all. Institutional interest is growing. And if they're saying if you got $500, and you're wondering where to put it in the crypto space, XRP might be your best bet.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think with $500, depending on the price, you maybe get between 150 to 170 tokens.
I don't know. I'm not going to do the math. You can figure it out.
I'm just saying, based on what it is now, the price is right now. That's why I say between 150 and 170 with $500. But which is not bad. I don't think that's bad. I mean, you're ahead of the game against a lot of other people. They say you part of the 1%. Think about all the people that living now. They say it was 7.7 billion, almost 8 billion people, and you don't have but a few people who know about XRP. Hey,
Right. So let me say, I always want to make sure that someone who hasn't seen all of our other videos, and if we have a new person on that's watching us, first of all, if you're new to our channel, welcome to the Digital Collective. This is a space where we are going to make sure that you have the knowledge and the understanding of what we're talking about. And we don't just want to share information without making sure that you understand it, you get it. So we talked about XRP utility. We talking about how useful the coin or the token is in real life. So it's not just for XRP is not just for investing. It's actually used to move money. So that's its utility. And then its cross-border payments is what it's used for. So that's like sending money between countries. And then what was I going to say? Okay, yeah. So institutional interest, I said that this means like big players like banks, hedge funds, or corporations are interested in getting institutional interest. So when USA Today highlights XRP, it signals growing mainstream and institutional acceptance, and that's the shift.
yep, it's moving. Right. It's moving. I can tell you that much.
Right. So it is, and that's something that a whole article is being published about what XRP being a great place to put your $500. Because listen, a year ago, and it wasn't nobody writing about XRP and where to invest and where to invest that money there.
Right.
So look at where it's come. But people have been talking about it and for more than a year,
Mm-hmm.
about it for more than a year. It's just now that because things are getting more in the know, like, and when I say in the know, like more information is becoming public. Now they're telling you. But when the information wasn't public, they weren't telling you. But it's always been the same. XRP has always been designed for the same thing. But now, because stuff is happening and it's being publicized, now they're sharing the information.
Yeah, I think that this is an
I gotta turn
awesome
my heat
time.
off. It's hot. I'm sorry. It's that hot.
This this is an awesome time, to be
Mhm.
in the in the realm of XRP. Just not only
Mhm.
because what it represents, but it's just to see how the growth it came from. There was soon in December 2020, and now it's August 2025. So they have a long journey, from all the things they went through, the battle of all the money that they have paid, the lawyers they hired. I mean, to me, I think it's like a movie that
Right, right.
they went through. But it's good to see that clarity is being out in the open now, and it's good to see XRP getting its shine. I think it should have had a long time ago, but it's good to see it's getting its shine.
Right. But see, here's the thing. I would say that I like to give analogies, y'all. So the people who like if you're digging for gold, right? You're digging for gold, you might not tell people when you first find your gold mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
Right.
so you want to get all the gold out yourself, right? You want to make sure you're covered, right?
Right.
And I'm saying that everybody would do that, but I'm trying to give an example to show you something so that when you get all your gold out, then you're like, okay, now I can share this with the world because now I'm gonna have to start spending this gold. I'm gonna have to start spending it, and so people gonna know I got gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to tell them I got it so that I can spend my gold and integrate it into the people around me or into the system around me. So I feel like XRP was like that. People already knew it was gold, right? But they might
Right.
not, but the outlets and the media may not have been sharing it that it's gold
Mm-hmm.
because people could have been doing their own strategies behind the scenes or whatever, doing their own accumulation. And then now that XRP is starting to be more integrated into the system around, now you got to share it. Like you have no choice because now it's being regulated and now it's coming out. So now people are getting the news that XRP might be a good thing. That's kind of my analogy to say that.
That's
I
good.
like doing it. But anyway, we also want to share with you guys. We should have told you at the top of the hour about. Oh, before I change the subject, you got anything else you want to share about this topic?
No.
Okay, but I do want to share one more thing. Research XRP for yourself. Study what Ripple is doing globally. Look up the difference between meme coins, hype coins, and utility coins. Learn what ISO 222 is and how XRP fits into that global finance. So, and these are not things we're just telling you to do on your own. We've talked about this stuff on our channel before. These same bullet points I just gave you a look at. We've talked about this and shared information with our fam about this stuff. But, just in case it's your first video, this is some things that I would suggest that you look into. But before we get off tonight, we are so excited with you guys. About the things that we're going to be doing with the Digital Collective 828. And before I get into that, I want to say I appreciate all of the questions that you guys are putting in the comments. We see them. We see the questions about someone put question in there about Ondo tying Ondo stable coins, right? I think it was something like that, Sean. I don't remember the specific question, but it was something related to about Ondo stable coins. Someone
Yeah.
recently asked about USDT, the regulatory issues, especially with the stable coin Genius Act that just came out and then doing like platform evaluations. People have asked about security, about wallets, about, what wallets, have we used or what wallets do we know about, and just giving you education on that. You guys seem to like also when we talk about regulation. So we are coming up with new concept of how we present and the topics. And one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to focus on two issues coming up. Like we're going to, not issues, but two topics based upon your feedback. One is we're going to break down regulation. We're going to talk about the most recent Genius Act. Now, we've done this before, but we're going to do a whole video about it. And we're going to make sure that we pull out, we're going to research that really well and make sure that we have some good information. And the way that we share it, is that we share it in a way for the everyday person to understand. Like, even if you have no understanding of crypto, when we talk about it, we talk about it from a beginner's perspective. And it's not like that the advanced person will get bored. It's just that we will make sure that everybody has a fair understanding. And that's what we want to do with that. So we're going to have some dedicated videos coming out pretty soon. And we got one more thing to share with you. Would you want to add anything, Sean, on that?
No, just to say we're gonna go. It's gonna be a deep dive into the Genius Act.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people know it passed, but they don't know what involved that whole bill and how it's gonna affect crypto, whether it can be positive or negative. So we're gonna go and make sure you have a clear understanding what that's all about, and then then from there you can kind of do your own more research if you like.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is not going to be a quick video. Well, it's not going to be an extra long one, but it's going to be, like you said, my husband said, in-depth information. And then we're also working on to create deeper educational opportunities for our most engaged community members. And we're working on some exciting developments for that. And we'll dive into those a little bit later. But we want to make sure that if you have not subscribed, if you have not joined our Patreon, that you do so, because like I said, we are revamping this for this last quarter. And we are excited about how we're going to do it and how we're going to make sure that we're creating value and giving you fact-based information from our faith-inspired viewpoints. And so we hope that you know that we see you, we hear you, we take your feedback, and we look into it to give you the information that you're asking for the most trustworthy way we can. Like, when I say trustworthy, I mean by us taking the time to research it ourselves before we get on here and share information with you guys. So again, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. We thank you so much for your comments. We thank you so much for just hanging with us and watching our videos. And we thank you for all of the love. Oh my gosh, you guys are so positive and so encouraging. I mean, to give us your feedback and to tell us way to go and keep going and all the things that you say, we appreciate it so much. It really puts a smile on our face and it makes it so much easier to get on here, and it motivates us even more to make sure that when we come on here, we got some fire for you.
I want to say two things before we go. First, I want to say thank you for Al for sending me this message about the
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Al sent
Alex,
that
yeah,
to
our
me.
Patreon
Yeah,
subscriber. Yeah, he sent us
yeah,
this
he said.
article for us to talk about with you guys tonight.
Yeah, and thank you, Al. And number two is I want to say thank you to my wife because she have been working. I mean, telling you, she's been working hours and hours and hours trying to get everything ready for what we are planning to do. I mean, she's putting some time in. It's not. I'm telling you, she's really taking this very seriously. So I want to say thank you and a great job. And I'm ready.
All right, you guys. Listen, like I said, when I come out, I'm gonna give you the best. I'm gonna give you the best that I got, and so is my husband. We want to this whole our thing is based upon, we call it digital 828. It's built on Romans 828. That all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and who are called into his purpose. So we believe that this is going to work out for our good, and we want to just not for our good. We're sharing this because we want it to work out for your good as well. And so we are hoping that this community, that we together can break barriers and build legacy for our family, so our families and our friends. So we thank you so much. We appreciate you guys, and we hope that you are finding what we do valuable. And keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming, and keep engagement going. Share this with someone who doesn't know about the crypto space. Share this and give them the information so that we can spread the word and let people know. All right, you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much. Deuces.